In 2009, the two of us stood together on a balcony in a beautiful new empty school and looked over a playground and just knew that great things were going to happen. And in 3 years, in 2012, we were both principals at neighboring schools and things weren't going as planned. And we found ourselves overwhelmed, overextended, and frankly, downright exhausted in our work. We knew we had to change some things, and we knew that had to start with us. And then we decided we would share that with other people and write this book. And really, this book is about overcoming limiting beliefs. So we had to practice what we were preaching. This book is full of information, but we say over and over, information on its own doesn't lead to transformation. There has to be reflection and there has to be action.
So when you think about taking action, who takes more action than kids? I mean, they absolutely take a lot of action. But we had this one 5-year-old at our school in the kindergarten class, and all he ever wanted to do was fly. I mean, we were always waiting for this kid to take some action. He talked about it all the time. He wrote about it in his journal. He shared during sharing time. Every book in the library was about flying. Everything was about flying.
What we realized was we all have these mental maps that are full of those beliefs we just talked about ourselves, about others, and about everything around us. And that mental map guides us and helps us decide what action we'll take or choose not to take. The reality is we all have maps that are based on our own unique perceptions and experiences, and those maps are never exactly the same as the real territory. And those maps are different than everybody else's map. But 20 children each have different maps that they're carrying, and they too believe their map is the right one. The really important thing is that we each examine our own maps and figure out how our map is not just impacting us and our outcomes, but impacting the outcomes of those we teach and lead.
One place I found that people like change the least would be schools. So we changed just one little thing, and really only by a couple of minutes. But my goodness, you would have thought that we had changed the entire school. Your pattern of responding has a lot to do with your locus of control. That internal piece that says, I can change things for the better, and then all the way to that external piece, that the circumstances dictate my outcome. So we can't control what goes on at home, but we can definitely control what goes on from the moment they get there to the moment that we let our kids go.
We stick with them and we scaffold and we probe and we support them and we give them the message that you can answer this question. That sends a powerful message to kids. So here's what we found out. Kids are making inferences about our beliefs based on the relationships they have with us. Our instructional choices, like we said, the time we spend with them giving feedback, but also the time we spend planning for them. And of course, the energy and attitude we bring into that classroom is a powerful message to kids. Sometimes the biggest problem our students have is that they don't think they should have any problems. And problems are their opportunity to grow. And problems are our opportunities to grow as well. Thank you.
Thank you.